Hey everybody, how's it going? Botaji to the Bay. How are you? Slán agus Baden Quiv Kalair, Bongia, Botaji, etc. I completely forgot to film. I'm doing shit around the balcony again because it was filthy and it needed to be cleaned, so I'm cleaning it. I'm not showing you that because it's a bit boring watching me do, with the hose thingamajig. But I am moving stuff around and also repotting a few bits and bobs, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Some mates are coming around tomorrow, about the biggest amount of people we've had so far, which is I think 8 or 9 people are coming over tomorrow. And I want the balcony to look really well. This is obviously the first time they'll have seen the house, so I'll show you what I'm up to. It's a scorcher here in the Algarve. Lovely afternoon, well, morning actually, and yeah, I'm just moving crap around, and I'll show you what I'm doing so you can have a look. So over here in the corner where the hammock is, I've just moved a couple of the pots around just to give a little bit more of a sort of a nice sort of vocal just nice areas of interest. I've repotted this plant here. I was in my friend's house the other evening having dinner, and they have one of these, and it's so beautiful and it's in the shade, and I'm just wondering, I think maybe it just needed to be in the shade and in a bigger pot, so that's what I've done. I've moved it, so hopefully that'll start growing nicely. It's a gorgeous plant, and then just move these over here just to be around the hammock, and the mirror I'm going to put up here because I want it to be underneath so that when it rains it doesn't get destroyed. And then just basically I've moved the barbecue and just moved a couple of other things, but just basically cleaned up the place because the floor was getting really dirty, and obviously I want the place to look nice for when my mates come over tomorrow. But yeah, that's basically what I'm up to, and I'm currently, oh yeah, I forgot to show you, look at the grapes. They're starting to turn black or red or whatever you want to call it. They're starting to turn colours, as you can see. But the birds, I have to say, are absolutely loving them. So, I wake up in the morning and there's birds attacking them. This bush here, there's lots of grapes growing on it, and this is they're green grapes. So hopefully they're going to still be okay. I know the leaves are a bit rotten, but I think that the actual grapes are still growing. They seem they're definitely growing. So I can't wait to see that. And then the pot, I am moving this tree here. I can't remember the name of this tree. I'm moving this and repotting it into my lovely blue pot, which is over here, which I've moved to the corner here. I've moved to this corner here, so I'm going to put it into that, just because I think it could be really nice here, and it needs to be fed and stuff, because I think it looks a bit yellow, and I think it's just because it needs to be fed. But that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just sort of pottering around and doing stuff, and then I have to go to the shops and I need to buy lots of food. I'm doing a chicken stroganoff and pavlova and so on, so that needs to be made. I'm going to do that tonight or this evening before tomorrow, because I don't want to be rushing and doing loads of stuff. And Fabio is on a work trip, so he's back tomorrow morning. I have to go collect him from the airport. So that is what I'm up to. Jesus. Oh my God, so heavy. Oh. Holy shit. Oh my God, that's so fucking heavy. I'm gonna destroy destroyed my legs. Oh my god. So I'm going to put this into there. I think it needs to be fed and watered properly. It definitely needs to be looked after a bit better. I know that the leaves are more supposed to be slightly darker, I think. I'm going to cut it back a bit and then just really water it and feed it. And hopefully it'll start to look really, really nice in this corner here. I've seen this plant, I'm not quite sure the name of it, I'll find out, but I've seen this plant like grow into huge big trees here in the Algarve. But I always remember this plant because it was in our house at home, you know. It was a little potted plant in the corner of the room. It was very 1970s. So that's why I like it. And when I saw it, when we bought the place and I saw it in the pot outside, I thought, great, I'll repot it. So I'm going to put it in there because the peach tree wasn't there, but now the peach tree is down below in the orchard. I have a feeling there's a big spider hanging out somewhere in this bush because the spider web all here. So a big fucking arachnid jumps out in my face. Jesus, you. Ow. Bollocks. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that just for now. Sorry, you can't see me. I think I'm going to leave it like that for now and just see what happens. I'm going to really water the fuck out of it with some and put feed into it as well, and hopefully it'll start growing nicely. And the pot it's going into is double the size of the one it was in, so hopefully that works. Fuck off, spider web. I've put loads of water in there. Now I'm just going to lift this in and see. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Fucking hell. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's as good as it gets. I'm sorry. I'm not lifting that out again. So I think it's right up to the top. But there's a good bit underneath, so it's a bigger pot. It's not a wider pot really, but bigger pot. So just going to fill it in and then water the shit out of it and hopefully see what it does. Anyway, God, it's heavy. Okay, so I'm going to use some of this universal stuff that I have put it into my bucket. Too real left. Put it into my bucket and then water the plants and see what the hell happens. So let's water the shit out of it with the feed in it. Most of it's going over there. Hey everybody, how are you? Botáid the main. How are you? Slán agus Banna Cuimh go léir. So we have some mates coming over this afternoon in the next half an hour. And I've really cleaned up the patio, so I thought I'd give you a little tour of the patio, how it looks at the moment.
Hello.
Fabio's back from his travels. He's was away and now he's back. Poor fella hasn't slept. He stayed in a horrible hotel with no air conditioning. So he's a bit tired, but anyway, I'll show you the place and see what you think. Starting with lots and lots of beer. And then we've just done up under here. Put up the mirror finally. And the hammock is here, and I love the idea of the rug underneath. That's from our bedroom, but we're going to buy a new one and put it under there. But that's a nice little area, and the pool is looking good, except for the fact that there's bugs keep on, dive bombing it and then dying, and then just underneath the olive tree. Over to our seated area. That's the plant I put in yesterday. Jesus Christ, my back is still aching from it. And I decluttered here. And over to I can't wait to get rid of these and get better ones, but we'll get them in due time. And that's the place. You see, I've put that there because I nearly put my foot through this. The wooden stuff needs to be replaced, so it's very, very loose there, so I just put that there so nobody stands on it. And our grapes, look at them getting redder and redder every day. We're so fucking excited. And then the seating area here. So there we are. There's Linus. Hi Linus. Hi Linus. Hi baby. He can't see anymore really, so he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, so the place is looking good. Waiting for our guests and have a bit of a party. Enjoy ourselves, even though it's like 1,000,000 degrees above zero. So there you go. Hey everybody, how are you? Slán agus Banna Cuimh go léir, ciao, bom dia, botáid, etc. We're currently, we woke up this morning, Fabio and I, and to the sound of trucks, of vans driving up our driveway. which is a very unusual sound unless you're expecting people. And we completely forgot that the electrician was coming to reroute our electricity, and also the guys were coming to do our solar panels today. They started putting up the solar panels. And we completely forgot, so we jumped out of bed and let them in, and they've been working all day. So I'll show you where the extra solar panels are going to go. And we had to change the wiring in the house because the breakers keep on flipping off whenever we go to charge the car. Our electric car, our hybrid car. So the electrician is back to fix that, and then he's also rewiring for the solar panels so that doesn't happen when you use the electricity from the solar panel. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but they seem to know what they're talking about. So we still haven't really resolved the whole electric pole thingy that if you've been following my channel, we're having problems changing over our electricity pole, which is owned by this house, into our names from the old neighbours' names, so that the electricity can be changed into our name so we can pay the bills. It's not just that, it's also the fact that the electrician, or the engineer who put up the pole, he put it under a business contract when it actually should have been in a household contract, and this is becoming a huge big problem. And we've got loads of people onto it, and we've a solicitor onto it, and we've our estate agent onto it, and then Fabio met a fellow who works for the electricity company at work due, and he's helping us out. So it's becoming just this big bloody thing. So hopefully we'll be able to change things over relatively soon, depending on the outcome. But anyway, it has to be worked out, because we need electricity, and we're putting up solar panels, and if we don't have electricity, we can't live here. So anyway, I think we're hopefully get it sorted out, but as I say, things over here move very slowly, and there tends to be lots of red tape and bureaucracy, and this is just another one of those times. But let me show you where the solar panels are going to go, and yeah. So that's where the solar panels are going to go. So right, this right here. Hey everybody, how's it going? Bo Taji to the Bay, how are you? Slán agus Banacud Galéir. Bugger me fucking senseless. It is so fucking hot here, dear Jesus Christ Almighty. I'd say it's about 30. What would you say it is, Fabi? Sorry about that. One of the joys of having a dog that's like 17-year-old dog, it just tends to, he's a bit incontinent, so it just tends to let rip wherever he's standing nowadays. So thankfully we have tiles on the floor and disinfectant. But where was I? I was talking about buggering. No, I wasn't. Oh yes, I was talking about the heat. So obviously Europe is experiencing a heat wave at the moment. So I think it's about 35, 36 degrees today, maybe even stronger. At the moment, I think it's about that. But I think earlier on today, it went up to 38 degrees. Fuck me, it was hot. We went for lunch earlier on, and we were literally dripping afterwards. So in the last couple of days, we've had a flurry of activity. We number one had a man come out to us because we bit the bullet, and we said to ourselves, fuck it, the pool looks rancid and something needs to happen with it, because it was just really sort of misty looking, you know, murky and misty looking. So we ended up getting an expert in from locally who lives in Mazinaj, and he came up and he told us what to do. So for starters, our filter and our pump was completely and utterly blocked with crap. It hadn't been backwashed, which is a new word I've learned, and we have to backwash it at least once a week, and he taught us loads of stuff to do at the pool. So now we know sort of what to do with it, and we know to keep the filter on. We have to keep the filter on for 10 hours a day to keep the pool lovely and clear. And you can see, I'll turn it around now, you can see how clear it looks now. And then we went and bought some chlorine, and we bought some chlorine pods and shit like that. Anyway, so now the pool is, we know what we're doing now with the pool, and it just looks so much better. And we bought a new net and crap, stuff that we were told to do. And then on top of that, we've got our solar panels finally in. Here they are on the edge of our property, just there. So they will get the sun all day, every day, even during the winter time, which is a great thing because we just got our electricity bill, which was nearly 400 fucking euro. And they said the reason being is because we were charging the car during the daytime, which I have to say we were. Stupidly, we now know not to. We're going to charge it at night time. But the solar panels will really help with our bills. The guy who's installed it said it'll, at least half your bill, if not more. And there's the batteries there, and the stuff there, things there. So, and he put up this wall here because to keep it from raining on it. But yeah, so the solar panels are now in. He's to come back tomorrow and to configure it, and then he will show us what to do if we need to do anything with it. But it is great that we now have our solar panels, which will be great for obviously for electricity and for to not have to pay that exorbitant amount of money for our electricity, which is our fault anyway. And then what else? Yeah, that's really it. Just been working away on the compound as I've shown you, as I've been doing. And we have some friends who are coming over very soon to stay for a week with us. So really looking forward to them coming over, and I can't wait for them to see the house. Yeah, so all is going well. So many little jobs that one has to do here in the compound. But loving our life here in the Algarve Hills. I'll also show you Grape Watch. So our grapes, how they're getting along day by day. We're fascinated by them. We can't believe we have our own grapevine. So I'll show you them now.